Yeah, family. I want to talk about our brother TariqNasheed. Going over there to TikTok, he was heating folks up left and right on TikTok, bringing the smoke to these, fleeing foreign tethers, and you got one of these tethers by the name of EarthSpeaks, who ain't nothing more than a babbling, Caribbean tether. He tried to, backdoor tether onto the lineage, and brother TariqNasheed shut it all the way down to where though they was supposed to have a debate, and he ran from the debate. You know what I mean? He came in there with hostile female energy anyway. You know what I mean? Talking some the Caribbean is Haiti is a part of America, the United States of America, which is a bunch of nonsense, you know what I mean? And that we as foundational Black Americans, we trying to undermine the whole indigenous thing, while we FBAs, have some indigenous, in us, along with, the two groups that make up a foundational Black American. Is essentially what I'm trying to say is, the Africans that was taken from over there, and the indigenous people that were already here. But the part that I emphasize is the ethnogenesis, that we had here in America, and we became a new group, which is foundational Black Americans. So you got some indigenous over there that are, they're tethers, and just trying to, backdoor into the lineage by claiming that, some, people from Jamaica and, Haiti, were taken over here during the 1700 and enslaved, you know what I mean? So that makes, them a part of the lineage. And that, for sure as hell don't make them a part of the lineage, because we had an ethnogenesis. That's why I don't, use the term indigenous or anything else but a foundational Black American, because it's so air Trump tight that, it can't be, remixed or co-opted, you know what I mean? And he was trying to say that, Haitians ain't no immigrants to the United States of America, which is a lie and couldn't be further from the truth. And that tether EarthSpeaks also, hopped into my comment section, frustrated, mad, and disgruntled, about us representing the FBA lineage. You know what I mean? See, the Pan-Africans, along with some of the indigenous, people that, want to represent that, whatever you want to represent, that's on you. But when you call, come into, FBA spaces, you got to respect, what's going down. You got to respect our lineage. You know what I mean? Because and you ain't gonna sit up and tell no lies about the lineage and try to backdoor into the lineage, claiming some, that Haitians are a part of the United States. That's a bogus, lie, and couldn't be further from the truth. Because if that was, then why the hell do they got to immigrate here? You know what I mean? So I don't like that aspect, because, you got some Pan-Africanists and, people that want to rap indigenous, getting mad with FBA lineage. You know what I mean? When we just telling the truth, both of them make up a foundational Black American, but the part I emphasize is being a foundational Black American and us having an ethnogenesis, which happened over here on American soil. We're our own group, and we got to watch the back door from some of these people that are trying to rep indigenous, because they come from the Caribbean and Haiti, and just trying to, tether themselves on the FBA lineage, like this tether EarthSpeaks, but I got the audio and the video of our brother TariqNasheed over there on TikTok, slaying these people left and right. And that tether EarthSpeaks ain't nothing more than a babbling tether. And he just mad that, our brother TariqNasheed over there, speaking truth to power, and his little bit of money is drying up, because brother TariqNasheed out there, spitting the real, because when you talk the real, a lie can't stand up against the authentic truth. That lie, people don't want to hear that. When something real come around, it'll just wipe that out the water. So I got the audio and the video of our brother TariqNasheed over there, giving the smoke to this tether EarthSpeaks, who ain't nothing more than a lying, babbling Caribbean tether, always up in FBA business and affairs, and telling lies that Haitians are a part of, the United States. And we're going to walk through and talk about this thing, family. Fair use. Let me turn my volume up. Here we go.
In the chat. He's in there. I've seen him. And,
okay, just hit the request.
Yeah. Who you want to, it's up to you who you want to drop for him.
Let me see. We're gonna get sir. You said you had a question for Tariq with the maroon thing. We're gonna let you ask your question. Then we're gonna.
I don't give a damn if folks want to be Pan-Africanist, if they are even repping indigenous, because, like I said, we got indigenous people, in the lineage as well. We had some Africans taken over here as well. But the ethnogenesis happened over here on American soil, which makes us foundational Black Americans. And you could be whatever the hell you want to be. But when you come to lying and, and trying to backdoor into the lineage, that's where the problem lies for me. And I'm going to shut that down quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Drop you.
Yeah. I just wanted to make it quick. So on the FBA website, I know the flag is for purchase, but I was just wondering if Tariq, if you're ever going to be able to also put the maroon flag up too, because I would like to have that as well. There were some few people that I know who was interested in also flying the maroon flag as well, and we just want to know, you have that up for sale yet?
I'll look into that. I'm not looking at the site now, but I'll look into it.
Okay.
That's why I love the term foundational Black Americans. It's because it's so air and Trump tight that people can't remix it and co-opt it and find their way into the lineage. It's exclusive, and that's why people getting frustrated, because it's leaving them outside ass naked and they can't find a place amongst us foundational Black Americans no more. They got to hold their own nuts, and I love it. And let's continue.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to bring them up. I just want to kind of set the pace on the ground rules. This is going to be a respectful, engagement. There's going to be none of that grunt stuff you did earlier. That was kind of weird. So let's just keep it respectful. That's all we asking over here. And we're gonna bring them up now. And Afro, I hit you up with some gifts for earlier. Sorry, I had a little delay earlier, so that's why I apologize for that.
Okay, all right. This is all love. It's all love.
Oh, hold on. So for some reason, it's doing this switch thing. I'll bring you back up, so I'm in.
That Babylon Tether EarthSpeaks came in the room moist, you know what I mean? Mad, frustrated, and disgruntled. We didn't even let Brother TariqNasheed comment one damn word before he went into, being, soft, moist, and start babbling like a damn typical Tether does. But let's continue.
Sora 2 is now on Artlist. And you're still here? Go to Artlist.
Damn typical Tether does. But let's continue.
It's doing a switch thing.
TikTok does that a lot. It switches.
And he started pocket watching our brother, talking about you be on Vlad TV, this, that, and the other, just mad because, his bag is drying up, and I see a narrative to where as though these damn tethers want to tell brother TariqNasheed, well, you make money off of FBAs. You're supposed to make money off your people. If you standing up and got a history of being, an advocate and a real fighter for the lineage, you're supposed to make money off your people. You know what I mean? Because if we don't support our own riders, who the hell will? You know what I mean? So that's, a bogus, narrative that a hater want to push, that you out here making money off your people. We supposed to make money off our damn people, especially if we got a history of looking out and riding for our people. Our people should be the first ones supporting us. But let's continue.
I don't know. That's weird.
Names.
Yeah, I clicked his name and it switched. Hold on. Yeah, it did it again. There you go. That should be it right there.
So let's just let him go. Let him go, everybody. You got it, Earth.
Hold on, you want me to try to say something now?
Go ahead.
I don't want to get blocked.
That EarthSpeak is a Caribbean tether trying to backdoor the lineage and attach Jamaicans and Haiti, claiming some indigenous, and that they were brought over here, this, that, and the other, and just because, a few Haitians and, Jamaicans might have been brought over here during slavery, in the 1700s. Then people had the ethnogenesis. They now become foundational Black Americans. So stop with the nonsense,
Blocked or something.
Wait, let's let Tariq is not here. Let's wait for Tariq to come.
Go run now.
Okay, Tariq's here. Go ahead.
I'm here. Okay, hold on. Please don't take my camera off though, because I want to provide some receipts, because that's what I do when I go to talk. I don't like to just talk.
He ain't got no receipts. That man's a performative Babylon tether.
I like to provide the documents to prove what I'm saying.
Oh.
So, but I have a couple simple questions, because I see that y'all is trying to undermine the Aboriginal movement. So I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, because you said that
they frustrated because that bag drying up, when you out here spewing lies, that can't stand up against the truth, you know what I mean? And, that's why I just rep FBA lineage, because, with the Aboriginal thing, too many people could tether on to that. It's been remixed and co-opted. You got so many damn $5 Indians, this, that, and the other.
Our lineage in the Americas goes back to Africa, right?
Some. And there are Aboriginal people here who were Black.
One moment, guys. So you said Americas. Are you including the Caribbean in this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, there you go.
Because
he's trying to backdoor Caribbeans into the United States of America, and that's a bunch of nonsense. We got our own specific lineage over here, and them people for sure as hell ain't a part of America because they got to immigrate. They got to go through, becoming a United States citizen, you know what I mean? Taking an oath, this, that, and the other.
Because the real scholars of this knowledge know that the kings lived in the islands and controlled the mainland from the islands.
That's plebiscite babble, plebiscite babble at its finest.
Another thing that this man is doing is disenfranchising us from the people in the islands. But you can look up King Philip's War, and it very clearly shows that the people in the islands were taken from the north, brought into the islands, changed into Christianity, and then brought back around the land.
Slow down. Who's disenfranchising who from what?
Well, I mean, that basically, when you say that the Haitians, who are the Arawak people, that means the children of the sun, and I know you don't really know the cultures. You're not really a scholar of this stuff. You're just making up stuff as we go along up here.
See, he's a moist tether taking jabs. He ain't even let our brother TariqNasheed speak 2 sentences before he started plebiscite babbling.
But I haven't even said. So, are you basing? I want to have a scholarly discussion with you.
But
so,
let's let him go.
And like I said, dude hopped in one of my, TikTok videos, speaking a bunch of nonsense, mad and frustrated that we represent in our FBA lineage.
One moment.
Okay, you just made, I haven't even said nothing.
A little bit long.
I'm going to ask you a question. Are you basing that we have African lineage?
1 minute, Earth. 1 minute. I'm trying to make sure Tariq is heard. Tariq, you sound a little bit low.
Okay, can you guys hear me? We good?
That's better. That's better. Yeah.
Earth, hold on 1 second.
Family, Hampton. Shout out to Hampton.
Can you just calm down and just, if you got a question, because you doing all this passive aggressive stuff. I haven't said nothing. You're like, well, you don't know nothing. You ain't got the knowledge. You calm all that down, bro. Talk to me like a man. Don't do all that feminine bullshit. Just talk, bro. I don't know you. I don't know anything about you, brother. I don't even know why you mad, all right? Because you've been, I don't know if you've been mad at me for whatever, and you've imagined that we've got some kind of relationship. You're a stranger. I don't know why you hostile. You already worked up and making false accusations. I haven't even said anything. See, you leading people astray. Bro, don't do that. I'm here. Just talk to me about what we're talking about now. I don't know you.
Work up here.
I don't know what your ideology is, brother. I don't even know what you're talking about, to be honest.
So I'm going to break it down.
Let's do this. Let's do this, because I'm not going to have no bad faith argument. What's your real issue you have with me personally?
Shout out to the family.
Let's stop this bullshit, because you plebiscite babbling. What issue do you have with me?
Question, you got to allow me to answer you.
Okay, I'm asking you because you talking.
All right, well, allow me to answer you.
The king of Haiti was there, and you don't know about the king of Haiti. We ain't doing that.
So there I was, scrolling eBay.
When I saw this.
Still in the box.
That's plebiscite babble, bad faith arguments, trying to, backdoor and attach Haitians and Jamaicans, the whole damn Caribbean on our FBA lineage. And we ain't going to let that fly in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
Saying that the Haitians are different and that they are immigrants to North America and all of that is bull crap. That's a lie.
How are they not immigrants?
Because the Arawak people are the same people, just like the Taino.
Then why do they have to immigrate here?
You're right. You're not even letting me up.
Why do they have to immigrate here?
See, you can't even explain it. Why do they got to go through a legal process of immigrating here, if they are citizens? This man is a performative tether, you know what I mean? Just babbling to hear himself talk.
That's right now, because I'm going to.
No, you're not going to. Why do Haitians have to immigrate here then?
Dude, first of all, that's not immigration. When you're coming from the islands to the mainland, that's something that Caucasians made up, and you're perpetuating. You're helping them.
People having to come here.
How do you get here? Then how do you get deported? Then
back in the day, the Haitians are the Arawak people. The word Arawak.
Then why do they have to immigrate here?
You want me to answer, or do you want to just keep
because you just plebiscite babbling?
Well, okay, no, because I actually know the real histories, and I'm
no, you don't, sir. This is jail babble. This is not.
I agree with brother TariqNasheed on that. That's jail babble, where people just sitting around, shooting the shit, lying to one another just to pass the time, and that's exactly what that tether, EarthSpeaks is doing, plebiscite babbling at its finest.
You just saying shit.
I have the documents to prove what I'm saying. I have the documents to prove this is what I do for a living.
You are a tether.
Okay. All right. So let's. Okay. So
You're
let me
a
ask you a
tether.
couple questions.
You're a
Let me
babbling
ask you a
tether.
couple
You're just
questions.
saying shit for
Well, what are you
attention.
basing? What are
You
you
were just
basing
saying
that
shit.
we have African lineage on? What are you
You're
basing?
just saying shit.
I want to know. I'm asking you a question.
You're not even. I'm not going to.
It's in my own lineage. I know. It's in my own lineage. I'm a Dunbar. We had castles in Antigua, which is in the islands,
You're just
and we had
saying
castles in the mainland.
See, he said he got people in Antigua. He ain't nothing but a Antigua tether, you know what I mean? Trying to backdoor in the FBA lineage and claim some, Haitians and Jamaicans ain't no damn, foreigners to the United States of America. He don't even make no sense.
So I'm not just babbling. This is in my own genealogy.
You're not making any sense.
You're a liar. You're a liar, dude. You're a liar.
You just want attention, sir.
Man, listen, listen, I've changed the earth, homeboy. I'm the only person in human history to ever translate any Olmec stuff.
Is this dude on crack? Is it crack?
Our brother Tariq Nasheed just keep on bringing him the smoke so much so that he just taps out. He'll drop out after a while because he realized that the babbling, mushmouth tether babble that he's spewing, ain't getting nowhere when, facing the truth, because whenever you put a lie up against the truth, it'll get debunked quick, fast, and in a hurry.
You haven't done anything like that.
This is crack.
You're on Vlad TV. You're on there.
One moment.
See, now he pocket watching. You on Vlad TV just mad because our brother Tariq Nasheed out here moving and shaking and doing things in all actuality that he can't do. But let's continue.
Because we can't say certain words.
Yeah.
So here's the issue.
I'm sorry.
Wait. Oh, go ahead, Tyreek.
I'm sorry. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but this is plebiscite babble.
This
is just somebody trying to get attention. This is somebody trying to get some attention, family.
Because everybody knows me.
Nobody knows you.
Probably some dude that never had no attention in his life to come to the internet, you know what I mean, and use that as an opportunity to spew his lies.
Dude?
Yeah, dude. At the end of the day,
1 minute,
you just saying
everybody knows who I am.
You're just saying shit. I ain't about to argue with this fool.
Yeah, dude.
Right, no,
Haiti is a different country, dude. At the end of the day.
Answer the question. Answer the
So
question.
here's the thing. Tariq, let me say this to him. If you are Caribbean and Tyreek is talking about FBA heritage, you are not included in that statement.
Right.
You are not foundational to this land.
That sister's right. If you Caribbean or anywhere else in the world, you're not foundational to this land. You're not a foundational Black American. Stop trying to backdoor the lineage, through that Aboriginal. That's why I like the term, foundational Black Americans, because it's air Trump tight. Nobody can infiltrate it.
We're not doing the 13 colonies. We're not doing Pan-American Indianism. When we say American Indian, we are talking about those in the United States of America, and I ain't calling it the mainland.
Yes, yeah. Haiti is a different nation. That's the thing. What is wrong with you? You don't understand.
This guy talking about they don't have to immigrate here. Okay, if you're saying stuff like that, I ain't got nothing to talk about because you're just saying shit. You saying Haitians don't have to immigrate here? That's a lie. We ain't got nothing to talk about. You're just saying stuff. I don't waste my time like that.
All right. Well, that was the debate. Didn't make no. First off,
that tether, dropped out once he realized that his babbling lies, mushmouth babbling lies was getting nowhere, because it was ran up against the truth. And whenever, a lie comes in contact with the truth, it's going to get dissipated quick, fast, and in a hurry. But shout out and salute to our brother Tariq Nasheed for, standing on FBA business, you know what I mean? Because he catches a lot of, slack for, delineation, and, getting us to, be on code, because whether people like it or not, Tariq Nasheed played a big part in, a hand in, putting foundational Black Americans on code, and that's why, I, give our brother respect, you know what I mean? But, that tether EarthSpeaks, you know what I mean? He ain't nothing more than a babbling Caribbean tether, trying to attach, Caribbeans onto, our foundational Black American lineage. And they